You see here that this line is running completely clear. We're pumping hot distilled water in. This line is running completely clear. And in a few minutes, what we will be pumping is a preservative solution. The Pelican filter has now been purged of any emulsion, but it still contains some silver halide trapped along with gelatin. So I'm purging it with a solution of ammonium bromide, which is designed to completely clear the filter of all of the silver halide. And I merely run this solution through very briefly. You can see it purging. And this solution can be used over again, by the way. And I put it back into the bottle, that's why, because it can be used over. And I'm sucking out and returning ammonium bromide to the system. After this is run for a few moments, I let it purge again. And you can see it forcing out the last little bits of emulsion. And then I begin purging again with distilled water until the process completes itself. What's going through now is just plain hot distilled water again. And as soon as this is through purging, which will only take another minute or two, because all I have to do is pump about 20 cc's, and so I give it a little bit extra. You can see how fast it's coming out from both sides. You shut your pump off, remove all of your quick disconnect materials, you see how well they perform, and you want to get all of these out. The lines drained because they can be used again. There's no reason why you can't. These are very, very resistive to chemical absorption. The connections on the millipore units are what are called lure connections. They work with every standard hypodermic syringe. And so I can take a regular hypodermic syringe, screw it in, and inject in material, and the phosphoric acid preservative is being forced into the membrane. This prevents any growth of bacteria, it prevents destruction of the membrane, and it has no photographic effect whatsoever. There are several alternative solutions that can be used, but the phosphoric acid is a very nice solution to the problem. So I just inject it in. This is 15 to approximately 10 cc injections. The volume of the whole unit is 15 cc's. And so now I'm ready to place the original caps that seal it back onto the unit. and it's ready to be stored for the next emulsion. These units will last until they're effectively plugged completely, and at that point you have to buy a new one. These units cost about $200 a piece, and at my current estimate they last approximately 1 year. The units have to be purchased with the correct band pass. This unit is a 50 kilodalton unit, which allows anything of 50,000 molecular weight, that's gelatin and the emulsion, to be trapped and passed by the membrane, and anything smaller, that's sodium chloride, sodium nitrate, and water, to go the other way. So I've effectively taken 200 grams of emulsion and concentrated it down to 180 grams, and there's no more salt in it. This unit here will cost about $1,500. But as an alternative, for those of you that wish to save money, this SureFlow Gold Series pump will substitute for everything here. If you put this pressure gauge on the output side and this on the input side, you'll be able to pump for $75. But what you must supply is a variable speed transformer that can supply anywhere from 0 to 24 volts AC for this unit. Otherwise, the delivery rate is much too fast.